smoke gets in my eye.
Hey, it's you. Come on in and join us.
You're here on a great day, y'all. When I was born and taken home from the hospital, my father put me in the arms of two of the most important people in his life. My grandfather, his dad, Reuben Klinger, and his boss, Walter Baxter Jr., and both of those guys had a pipe in their mouth at the time. So the smell of tobacco has always had a deep place in my soul.
So we decided for his birthday episode to grab Tobacconist from House of Mammoth.
It's a Christmas morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
And birthdays, we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why, come on in the live chat and meet the Whiff Pack. A cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world. They'd love to meet you too.
They would. And for our mention today, Michael McFarland sent a surprise package to Marcus for his birthday.
From the Razor Company. Thank you, buddy. And I told him I wasn't going to open it until we were here. Oh, and let's see. Oh, it's a soap. And it is. Oh, it's Wild Fox Rituals. Y'all, we have been wanting one of these. Oh, I can't wait. What's it say? What's
this
the
one?
scent?
Bergamot Mountain, Bergamot and Oak Moss.
Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. Hydrating shave gel serum. Thank you, buddy. Stay tuned for an upcoming episode. We will drop this right after New Year's. This is so kind of you, and I will always remember this as a special gift for my birthday.
You use it. You'll know it was your birthday gift.
Totally, and we've been waiting for a Wild Fox Ritual.
Yes.
We've been hearing wonderful things about them. Oh, thank you, and thanks to everybody at the Razor Company. This is so kind. And what is our soap today?
We have Tobacconist, which we've heard is not like a normal tobacco scent. It kind of is taking us to the store, maybe. So let's meet it.
So constant viewers will know that House of Mammoth takes a hiatus in December for the holidays. They will be back at the beginning of January, and most of their soaps are available from other distributors. So from the sales page at maggardrazors.com.
Tobacconist is full and natural, with wood and tobacco taking center stage. Walk into the Tobacconist shop and experience the richness of real tobacco absolute with cedarwood, dried fruit, amber, coumarin, spice, benzoin, heliotrope, and musk.
I was hoping for that. This is not just going to be a tobacco absolute set. There are fruits in here. There's heliotrope in this. Y'all, mysteries and wonders lie ahead. Happy birthday to me. Let's open the box. I get to open 2 boxes today because it's my birthday. Oh, and there it is, y'all. I love these labels from House of Mammoth, and the tubs are just a luxurious experience. And it looks like we got a little
may have
sample.
snuck in some EDP samples.
Oh, let's see. Hold on.
Since he is big in the perfuming world, I decided we should go to the base of the
you
scent
bought
here.
these?
Yes.
Oh, very cool. Let's see.
He sells little sample sizes.
The Tobacconist, and what's the other one?
You and I will die.
Oh, that's for an upcoming episode too. That was very smart of you. Well, y'all, Shire, Indigo, House of Mammoth has a way of blowing my skirt up unlike anything else in the game. So I am so excited to commandeer this birthday-ish first impression. Now, I don't know if this is the one he was smoking the day I was born, but this is the inheritance I got from my grandpa. It very well could be the one he was smoking the day I was born, because I remember being in college and finding a picture of him and I sitting on the couch together when I was a baby, and I looked at it, and I looked at him, and I said, Ribbon, you're wearing the same shirt. He was like, I know, I haven't bought a new shirt since the Nixon administration.
So, probably the same pipe.
I'm guessing. Yeah. And he smoked a rich, beautiful, sweet cherry tobacco.
So maybe those dried fruits in here might be a thing.
Right, so I am going to take this in with a plum. All right, here we go. There's the poor, beautiful. Look at that, y'all. All right, shake and clam. I don't want to let too much out.
No. All right, plug them on. Ooh, nice long whiff, y'all.
This is exactly what I was hoping it would be. Y'all, when you walk into this Tobacconist, it gets dark, rich, spicy. There's no sunlight. There's no windows. You're just invited into this beautiful lounge, presented with maybe a small tray of something to eat and a beautiful little something to drink. And then you get to enjoy your tobacco. Holy crap. Now, it's for sure in the House of Mammoth family. So there are a few beautiful accords going on in the bass and some of the mid notes that is a little bit familiar. But somehow the lens of those familiar scents present the tobacco in such a perfect way. Because for me, those basses are meant for something dark to sit on them, so they can be a little bit light underneath it, and you can really get your nose under those beautiful, rich, dark spices. That's what is happening with this. Wow, hold on. And for me, it's all forms of the tobacco, which is, I think, what I was hoping for, because I've got the rich brown spiciness of the tobacco leaf. Then I've got the actual cured tobacco that's been ground up and ready to go into the pipe, out of the pouch, as I remember it smelling when my grandpa would buy a new pouch of tobacco. And then I've got the smoke itself. But here's the thing. It's not like I'm sitting next to my grandpa and I'm smelling the pipe smoke, because that would get a little hot. That would get a little bit squinchy to my nose. No, it's almost like smelling his favorite coat after he has been smoking his pipe in it for 2 or 3 weeks, and you just pull it out of the closet for a second, especially after he left us, and you still get that sense of smoke, rich, deep tobacco pipe smoke on his lapel. That is what this is bringing into the conversation. And I know we've got tobacco scents that are primarily tobacco absolute, maybe a couple of little legs on that TV tray to stand on. This is different. This is about 40%, about 40% the tobacco, and the rest a rich, beautiful ocean of spices that it is the star of, let's be sure. But it's the way those other woods and spices are supporting it that let you discover facets of that tobacco in new ways. And unlike previous experiences where I have to start with the tobacco leaf, then find the tobacco blend, then find the tobacco smoke, this welcomes you in with that beautiful tobacco smoke sense. That dives down into the pouch, that dives down into the leaf, that dives down maybe even into the flower. It's upside down. But that's how I remember experiencing it from Grandpa. And this is interesting. Somebody asked online the other day, well, is it sweet? And somebody wrote back, well, what do you mean sweet? This is both very sweet and very not, as tobacco naturally has a way of being. And I love that, because if you want it to be a little bit more dapper, a little bit more dry, it's your friend for the day. But if you do want to dive down into the sweetness that tobacco offers, it's a long journey. That rosewood, hoe-wood sort of sense that we get sometimes is in here under the surface. It's rich and it's dark. It's not mahogany, but it is a dark, dense, rich wood. There's something a bit floral, musky, and woody to the perfumer's base, I think, that is a little bit familiar, but I love that. Well, it's the reason I like the singers that I like, and I'm excited when they put out a new song, because it's gonna be their style. It's going to be their bass notes. It's going to be their chords. It's going to be their same progressions, maybe in a couple of places. But it's in the inspiration of the new notes and how they've integrated them into their style that is magic. So I love that if I had smelled this blind, I'd have been like, it's House of Mammoth. But I also love that it gives me plenty of room to dig and explore and find the new parts of this that aren't in anything else in their catalog.
So are you glad we waited to use this one as one of your birthday soaps here?
This is exactly, in my imagination, what I was hoping this would be. So 5 stars. Okay. All right, now I want you to take this in. I think all of the other stuff going on under the surface of this does give it a beautiful feminine-ish edge in the way that Tom Ford does with Tobacco Vanille. That's classified as a unisex scent. I know. But that same kind of thing is going on in here. That same kind of whimsy and something dark and floral, I think, under the surface. All right, take it. Tobacco flower, maybe? I know.
All right. I like knowing that this is more the shop or the actual tobacconist, the guy that runs the shop that spends hours around it, because everything around it, the edges are just rounded out perfectly. They're very welcoming, very charming. Like there's nothing in this that gets too far in any direction.
Right.
It's like the warmest sides of the tobacco to me. So sometimes, like you said, you can smell more the humidifier kind of portion.
Right.
Sometimes it's more the dried leaves. But this to me is just like a warm spice. But the tobacco is what's creating that spice.
Can't believe I didn't say the word warm. But you nailed it. Absolutely. Like a sweater.
Yeah, like that cozy, comfortable. And that totally makes sense why it would even remind you anything like your grandpa, because that's what you kind of think of. Like, you're welcome, you're cozy, you're comfortable, you're taken care of. Like it has that same kind of charm. Almost like when you walk into a fine restaurant and it's a very simple layout on the tray. Everything has thought put into it on how it's presented to you. That's how this is coming across. Like it's the finest version of a tobacconist shop that you could go into, the best quality of all the things they have to offer, the ambiance, the whole place. Everything has been put together to create that experience as soon as the door opens. And I feel like that's what's happening. There's no corner of this that I'm like, oh, there's dust in that corner. No. Everything has been thought out from the beginning of your whiff through to the end.
And I love that you said that. You are so smart, because a lot of the times it's about ingredients with fine Michelin star chefs. Mm-hmm. And we know that Ben Esposito is one of the few perfumers in this game that hand perfumes his scents from the ground up. Love that.
You can tell, like the love would put into the scent, that's kind of what's coming across. So I'm glad that this is hitting that cozy kind of spot for you, because we do have a bunch of other tobacco ones, but they all spin off in a different direction, or the spices or something. This really does create that kind of charm of the actual tobacco itself.
Well, and most of the time I was hanging out with my grandfather and he was smoking this was at night. Stockton, California gets ungodly hot and sits in the middle of a delta, so the air just doesn't move. 105 at 3 o'clock in the morning, and absolutely nothing outside, not even the blades of grass, have any movement to them. You stay up all night because it's even cooler than it is at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I always remember my times with Grandpa watching movies on HBO or mostly playing 5-card poker as being nighttime experiences. So I love how dark this is to help me remember those memories.
I like how real it is. Like there's almost like a tobacco caramel. Not gourmandy, but like something about it that's super savory. Its own sweetness is coming through. Yeah. I do get not as much this color. I get a little bit more of a burgundy color in mine for some reason. Is that what you got too?
I get kind of a goldy tan.
Oh, I can see that.
Kind of like the tobacco leaf itself.
It's interesting because my brain would almost like think, okay, is there a leather in here? Don't think so. But it's just those colors and textures. Like I feel like there's a tangible part to this.
Yeah,
somehow.
It leans toward a suede, but it doesn't get there.
No. But if a tobacco could be, like, there's just time has spent with the tobacco,
Well, and suede is generally an accord. There might be 7 or 8 aroma molecules inside of a suede accord, and he might only be using 1 or 2 of those to give the hint of a leather without an actual leather note. Might be what's going on in here.
Yeah, it may not even be in there, but that's what's creating the location for me, the actual shop.
Right.
Like, there's other stuff that's happening in there, whether it's the woods. I don't actually get much of the florals, but obviously whatever they're doing in there is keeping it from getting too dark or too muddy. Like it's kind of spacing out those other similar scents.
Yeah, and that is an important distinction. The tobacco for me does go super dark, but the rest of these notes don't. The rest of these notes are like little spotlights.
Right. So it's almost like every time I take a whiff, there's a different entrance or a different perspective that the tobacco is being shown in.
Maybe I am too in love with their scent Alive, but I'm getting a little bit of the apple
from
that in there, almost as if it's like an applewood tobacco kind of thing. Ooh.
I don't know what part. Like my brain almost is taking the fruitiness, the dried fruit part, and trying to see if there's like another alcohol or a whiskey or something else in the room. So it must be how those spiced fruits are kind of creating their own thing. I don't know if I'm getting apple, but I'm not getting like the stereotypical cherry either.
Right.
It's something in the middle, but it's adding a wonderful fun like mystery to this place.
Well, I would love to see a house of Mammoth lather. I would love to go back and look at these scent notes, and I would really love to smell this EDP. Why don't you come along with us? All right, y'all, back to the sales page at maggotsrazors.com. We start with
Real Tobacco Absolute, and it is real, I gotta say. There's something about just feeling like you actually can see it on the counter in the shop somehow.
And then here's where the magic starts. Cedarwood, peppery, giving a little bit of an effervescence to that, giving a woody base to it.
We got dried fruit, so you're going to have to pick, my friends, or maybe help us figure out which one it is. Whatever it is, it's doing some magic in the middle of this bad boy. It's just a gentle sweet.
Apple.
Yeah?
A little bit of cherry, a little bit of cranberry.
Maybe.
In there. Anything else you get?
It's funny. My brain just got like a prune.
Yeah, right.
So it's that deep, maybe a plum. It's something in that darker color.
Rum
maybe.
raisin.
All right. And then, now that I'm reading this, I do get amber. That's keeping it from not getting too dark.
The spotlight I was talking about was an amber sense cutting through the dark. And yet, think the black art magicians used to use. If you stood right behind a bright ray of light, you still can't be seen. Magicians use it all the time. It's that. The other scents are hiding underneath those beautiful streaks of amber in this.
All right, we have coumarin, spice, and benzoin. So like those three together is where that spice has movement.
And there is something where the coumarin is meeting the amber that's giving it a sense of vanilla. And if this was going to have a hint of a gourmand under the surface, that's where it's coming from.
Nowhere near like tobacco vanilla or anything like that, but something just to add that little kind of sweet charm.
But then that does border on spice. And I think that's where the anise is coming in for you. Nutmeg, maybe under the surface, clove, allspice kind of a thing.
Yep. But nothing too cinnamony colored. Like it doesn't go in that route at all.
No cinnamon whatsoever. And then benzoin. Beautiful, resinous, creamy. To my nose, our little benzoin sample on our perfumer's organ gives me a sense of root beer. Something creamy under the surface, and it's there.
Almost like a little bit of a liqueur, but not quite to that far lane.
Heliotrope. Love it. Sweet, powdery, floral hints of vanilla and almond, sometimes like marzipan. 100%, absolutely. Are you getting that kind of there?
Yeah, and it even says at the end, hints of licorice and cherry. And that kind of leads back to where the whole tobacco portion comes into play.
Right. And then musk. Who knows? It's not like the clean laundry musk kind of thing for me. It's something different. Might be a little bit of an autonomic. Might be a little bit, Larry, of... It could be. It could be.
It just adds a little like this place has been around for a long time, like a natural age to the location.
Right. And the more I smell this, the more I get those wisps of smoke, but like from a jacket, not right off the pipe.
It's done in a different way. I see what you're saying, but it's almost like if the smoke could stop here. It doesn't keep growing. Like somehow it's just the very faint start of that portion. I think we might have to lather this up and see what magic happens next.
That's actually a good point. And where did you get this gorgeous brush in the patina colorway?
This was a gift from Sean and Julie Smaldridge, and they got it from Trotter.
I used my Trotter brush on my other birthday episode. All right. Oh, a little bite back to the stick. Not so soft as McDuff's. And fans of the Sharp shaver, Philip Sharp, and aren't we all, will recognize this prototype 3D printed shave bowl that he used to make. And I'm just going to form a thin layer of soap here on the bottom of the bowl. I'm going to spread it out just about as thin as it'll go because my first goal is to transfer the soap up onto the bristles of the brush. Oh.
Yeah?
There's the civet. Smell that musk?
Oh, maybe.
Wow.
Or almost not a deer musk, but there's definitely a little more animalic little thing at the very, very end.
Gorgeous.
In like the best perfumer's way. You have to dig to find it.
Woo! It's piney. It's piney. And I'm going to hit this with a little water before I turn it over here to my beloved, our lathering queen.
You're going to let me do your birthday lather?
Absolutely. You're better than me. Everybody knows this.
All right, taking our bride Woo.
Well, maybe not.
All right, taking our dry brush over to where the soap is at in the bowl, and you start going one direction and the other direction, just trying to get the brush to pick up all the little soap onto its bristles, and then you're going to turn it and keep going the other way. Things are happening over here. I think that fruity, pruny, raisiny business, something. I don't think it's dates. Those are too sweet. It's something else.
Lady walks into a dry goods store. She says, "Pardon me, sir, do you have nuts?" He says, "No, I don't have nuts." She says, "Do you have dates?" He goes, "Lady, if I had nuts, I'd have dates." That's as dirty a joke as you'll find here in the Barbershop Duet. Jerry Lewis told me that joke in person once. He's still a jackass.
And then once the soap isn't actually getting onto those bristles anymore, I'm going to start sneaking in just a little water as we start mixing this lather up.
My voice coach, the one that really taught me everything and died very suddenly of adrenal cancer, Joe Barnett, he used to say, within conformity, there is great freedom. And nowhere else do I find this better demonstrated than in music and in perfuming. Because yes, I love that this starts with a little bit of something familiar from House of Mammoth. And if it didn't, I don't think I would really be able to explore the differences in the same way, if that makes sense. Ben, fabulous work on this.
Are you ready to do a little comparison birthday whiff here?
I am, and this is something you only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the Santa or Sherlock whiff. On 3, 1, 2. This is more of a Sherlock pipe than a Santa pipe. Well, I don't know. This might be a little bit more of a Santa pipe. They're both having a good night. I'll just say that.
But this spread out more to me.
Oh, yeah.
Coming from here, there, now I can get all those spices and different dried fruit. There's a lot more layers happening, even just to the lather.
I'm even finding something back under the sweetness. Like, I have to find sort of the richness, then I find the sweetness, then under the sweetness is another layer of dry richness.
Right, like the spices, that's where they're hanging out. But even the heliotrope portion in there too, like right when I think it's getting dark, then there's like a new light on that portion.
Genius. And I know y'all would love to see what this lather looks like when it coats and covers a moneymaker. I mean, we all love our Ken Surs, but we don't do shaving here in the Barbershop Duet, but we do need to show you from time to time.
Yeah, how this magic lather works.
And you know what else? I am getting the smoke part of this on the face in spades, and I adore this. I adore this.
It's still warm, but somehow you can tell there's the dried tobacco. Like, I can't get over that part.
And this is the kind of scent where when somebody sits down next to me at church or at the theater, I hear them make this noise. Ooh.
Right?
That's the noise that means all gloves are off, and I'm about to ask you why you smell so good, because you don't have any right to smell that good at this show. Cats.
But we also have the next tier of the EDP, my friend. Is it too much birthday fun?
Wait, it's sitting on the F sharp right now. Well, y'all, if we're going to experience this level of richness, we better brace ourselves and go down a little bit deeper. I'm just going to put this EDP on because I am crazy excited to smell like this for the rest of the day. All right, here we go.
We're going for a walk after this, so it'll be nice to spend time with this. Yeah? We broke him. We broke him. His record's skipping.
Hard. Ben? Are you serious right now? Wait a minute.
I mean, he's a perfumer. It makes sense to have that version be like the...
Now I know why these are so expensive. Oh my God, y'all. It's
quality, okay?
just coming to life. The tobacco is so much more rich.
Yeah?
In the EDP. I can't explain it. In the soap, it's like 40%, as we said.
Right.
In this, it's like 70.
Well, I just got a whiff off here.
80. Oh my, it's where tobacco meets chocolate without there being any chocolate. I don't know how to better explain that. Okay. But y'all, I don't even know if I would really recognize it as much as a House of Mammoth in the EDP the way I did in the soap. This is bananas.
How is this almost creating it? Maybe it still needs to dry down, but I almost got like a cousin to a coffee lounge. Or like, you know, it has that like, just that deeper. And then there's the flowers waking up. Hold on. And the amber, the almost vanilla action.
I want to sit next to me at Cats. I would sit through Cats if I could smell this. Okay?
That's the praise this is getting. Okay?
The movie! I would sit through the movie!
Okay, smell it on me. Because I think...
Oh, the feminine edge to this. That's what I do here. She always gives sense a little bit of an essence of powder, something a tiny bit floral from her own body chemistry.
Right?
Oh, gentlemen, form a line at the door. This is beautiful. We just need to like bottle this right here.
Right, there you go. We'll send that back.
Oh, can we just like, send this to be duped?
I often am not sure how tobacco stuff will go on me. Like, I vibe towards more like how Tobacco Road has a bunch of the spices that really come out. But here, the realness to this is very, very much appreciated.
And then here's the thing. Absolutely real. Yes, my brain goes, that's the real thing sitting there. But then it's like I open the door and I'm in Munchkin Land. Then I'm in Oz. Yep. Everything else going on around this is taking that thing that's very, very real in the middle of it.
Right.
But giving it such a broader palette, so much more to look at. Lions, tigers, bears. Oh my.
Like, I really think you'd wear this all day on your actual birthday. There is not a morning, mid, or evening portion you wouldn't enjoy.
I'm just going to set a timer to reapply this every 6 hours until my birthday.
But I also have good news. We just got Mull in. And we're thinking doing that one for a little bit of a New Year's fun.
Well, she knew my mom always had a mulled wine or a simmer pot going on the stove at Christmas, so what a fabulous way to end our Christmas month with a mulled soap. And you should see the color of the label. I don't know. Masterpiece?
Yeah, actually, I feel like we kind of have to. There's no way we can.
Y'all, the 18th member of our Barbershop Duet 2025 Masterpiece Collection is the Tobacconist from House of Mammoth. Congratulations, y'all.
I don't know how we filmed. We just did film 2 episodes today, and both of them,
Both of
tail end of the year, are getting
Masterpieces.
masterpieces.
Both.
I mean, it's maybe been like almost 10 minutes with this, and I feel like there's already another layer. Like the amber is coming out.
As it dries down.
Yeah, the golden like sparkle. You know, like when you see sunshine in a window and you see those little sparkles of little dust and things go by. Like there's just the charm, the nostalgia. Something is happening at this tobacco shop, my friends.
Sunshine on my shoulders
Yes.
makes me happy. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be Marcus on his first trip on the Disney cruise down to Nassau, Bahamas, and you're going to notice at one of the tobacconists, they have actual Cuban cigars. Your dad's always wanted to try one, you think, so you're going to grab one. And just about the time you finish paying for it, your fear of customs is going to start to wake up when you realize maybe I shouldn't bring this back. And then the guy looks at you and says, okay, now look, before you go home, make sure you take the band off of this, roll it in paper and put it in your shoes, and you are going to get your own. So head over to their website at houseofmammoth.com where you'll find this and a wide range of other products. Well, I've had my shave, y'all. With the Tobacconist, everything that I love about the House of Mammoth blends with brand new nooks and crannies to discover. And like we figured out in the episode, all faces of the tobacco are in this. The rich leaf, the blend for the pipe, and the smoke itself. And in one of the most fabulous, protective, trusty bases in all of the wet shaving world. If it's possible, the base is even more luxurious than the container. That is what's going on in here. House of Mammoth, have a Merry Christmas, and thank you so much for this birthday surprise.
Welcome to our December messages.
So y'all, for the occasion of my 50th birthday, I asked Sarah if she would buy me a custom barbershop colored brush from Grizzly Bay, and when she asked him if he would make it, he said yes, if you let me include a second one for free to give away on your show. Dude, are you serious? These are so beautiful. Thank you. And all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send us an email here to WeSentYou at thebarbershopduet.com so that we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways. And then check back here on our first January episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck. All right, birthday masterpiece. Look at that.
I love that the familiar parts were exactly what I was hoping for. And I love that I was so surprised and flummoxed at how beautiful this tobacco is. I mean, it's no surprise it starts with a tobacco absolute. I mean, the real thing. But look at my face. That is not where the tobacco stops. It has tendrils out into all of those other scent notes. And it was built with accords and with the love of a hand perfuming expert. Y'all, the level of luxury on these is unmatched.
I'm so glad we're going to be able to spend a little more time with this, especially with the EDP and the dry down. And as the day goes, there are just layers to still be discovered.
You know where I sort of recognize the tobacco in this?
Huh?
A wisp of Gandalf's pipe in the Shire, which I missed entirely until I had my 9-year-old singing student smell it because I noticed she was reading Lord of the Rings. And she said, wow, all I get is tobacco. And I said, well, Penelope, are you out of your mind? No, I didn't say that. But I was smelling it, right. And I was like, wow, I totally get it now. It's that, but it's in more of a full body. I don't have to search for it like I did in the Shire, but I think it's even richer and more deeply intertwined with the other notes here.
And we did just see an email from House of Mammoth saying that they are going to help bring Seaforth with us to 2026.
You're right, y'all. They are picking up the ball, and we are so excited about that. We have 2 more on the piano from the last supply.
We have way more fun to come ahead. Don't forget, you're next to play with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.